Hello everybody, hope you're having a good Sunday. The first part of the video's footage is gone. It is just not wanting to play. So the video will start on the second story. So sorry for that. Hope you enjoy the video.
Next story. The title is, Am I the a-hole for walking out of my anniversary dinner because my husband gave me a gift that was basically for him?
Okay, I'm gonna need to listen to that.
Right now, I say no. It says, so my husband, 34 male, and I, 31 female, just hit our 2-year anniversary. I spent weeks saving up to buy him a smartwatch he had been eyeing. I wrapped it up nicely, cooked it to a meal, and set up candles. When it came time to exchange gift, he handed me an envelope. Inside was a $100 gift card to his favorite gaming store. He laughed and said, we can both use it since you watch me play all the time.
Oh.
I just sat there on our anniversary. My gift was literally something for him. I told him how I was disappointed and I was. And he said I was being ungrateful and I ended up leaving and going to my sister. He's still mad and saying I ruined the night. Am I the a-hole?
I don't think she's that an a-hole.
I mean, is there more context that you want to say besides that?
Yeah, I don't think she's the a-hole, because, like, I don't know.
You know, okay, Toys just knows they're not the asshole. I don't think they're an asshole. Okay, personally, if my boyfriend got, or husband, husband, if my husband got me a gift, let's just say, like, I was married to a guy who was big on fishing, and I wasn't. He bought me, like, a $200 gift card to, like, Bass Pro Shop, if you know what that is. Okay, it's a fishing store. And I would have been like, what the fuck? And he said, like, oh, it's because you watch me fish all the time.
That's just, I don't even know what to call that. That's rude.
That's not funny. That's not fun. Like, I spent over $100 on you, and you give me. Listen, I'm fine with a gift card. I'll never take down a gift card, but a gift card to your favorite place, really? Okay.
I think that's just a bit insensitive. Like,
it is insensitive, especially it's like, oh, it's funny. That's not funny. Okay, the comments say, somebody said, take the gift card and go to the store, see if there's anything you like. If not, buy some games and then donate them to a children's hospital. Then know that this will be your entire marriage if he's willing to change. Okay, moving on. Next story. Am I the a-hole for refusing to do something special on my wedding day for my sister because she refused to do something for me at hers? Why are you trying to do something at people's weddings in the first place? I can't stand. I just want to put this out there. I can't stand people who like announce their engagement or like their pregnancy to other people's weddings. That's not your day. Here we go. I, 30-year-old female, I'm getting married this Sunday, and my sister Jessica, 28 female, got married 2 years ago. A couple weeks before her wedding, my ex left me for another woman. Oh, that sucks. And it was devastating because I thought he was going to propose soon. At my sister's wedding, I asked her if she could throw the bouquet to me to wish me luck. But she refused and said she didn't want to damage it. I asked her to lend it to me for a couple of pics. Instead, she refused that too. I said nothing more, and I didn't bring it up again until now. Okay, my sister is pregnant. And I not just say pregnancy. Okay, my sister is pregnant and wants to announce it at my wedding. She asked, and I said, absolutely not. Understandable, I would be the same way. Absolutely not. When she asked why I told her that, 1, the wedding is for my fiance and I. Yes. 2, she didn't do what I asked her to do at her wedding, so why should I do what she asks in mine? She was pissed and says I'm being ridiculous. Our mother says I'm being childish. Am I the a-hole? Edit, Tomorrow is the wedding and my sister is currently not talking to me. Neither is my mother. I cannot uninvite them. I'm very concerned. I personally think both of y'all are kind of a-holes
Yeah,
in this
I think
scenario.
that's quite petty and childish.
That's really petty.
Quite petty.
I'm not, telling her no is not petty. Understandable, that's your day. That's fine.
But the reasoning, I think, is a little petty because she wouldn't do the same for you.
Yeah, petty. Yeah. Listen, you don't need a reason. No is no. Of course, like I said. The reason behind it is petty. But no. Because telling her no for wanting to announce it, that's great. That's understandable. I would tell anybody no. I'm not undervalidating somebody for that. Feelings are validated on that. I would say you're the a-hole for the reason. Because you're still holding a grudge to something like that. Even though I get it, you wanted the bouquet, you wanted luck. That's understandable, but
at the end of the day, it's not really that serious.
it's not that serious. Especially for the bouquet, I feel like it's... And then you didn't even catch the bouquet and you're still getting married. So, I don't... If the bouquet wasn't that serious. But her wanting to do that at your wedding is an a-hole thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're valid in that aspect to me. People are saying not that asshole. Instead, for not wanting a pregnancy announcement at your wedding, but I guarantee you she's going to make one. Honestly, probably. I couldn't stand, especially if it was a surprise. Imagine you're just sitting there and next thing you know, somebody's like, I have an announcement, and they said, I'm pregnant.
Whoop-de-doo, I don't know.
I would have been like, get out. Actually, get out, because, Somebody says if OP really wants revenge, she can leak it prior if she wants to be generous to do it at a rehearsal dinner. If not, find a family gathering prior and ask, hey sis, how about a drink? Oh no, drink someone's preggers.
What?
What? I'm so confused. I don't understand that one. Okay, I don't know what that comment was about, but hey, someone's preggers. Someone's preggers. I don't understand that whatsoever. Okay. Here we go. Next story. Oh, okay. Am I the a-hole for telling my girlfriend she's going to have to get over dirt if she wants kids?
I'll have to read and find out.
Here goes. My 25-year-old girlfriend, Amy, 27 female. Huh? No, but 25. Don't look.
I can't look.
You can't see. It's supposed to be a surprise. Surprise for me too right now, but huh? Okay, I'm sorry. It says my 25 female girlfriend, Amy, 27 female, is a wonderful person. I guess they're both. She's very smart. She works in a clean room with computer chips and stuff. But she also something of a but she's also a germaphobe. Something of a germaphobe. To the point where she keeps her toothbrush in the hallway outside the bathroom in a Ziploc bag. Oh, that's germaphobe 100. That's 100. I'm a little bit of a germaphobe too, but not that much. They definitely are worse than me. Her apartment is always spotless. She showers 2/3 times a day. Oh, dang. Even her car somehow never has any dirt on the floor. She hand washes all her clothes as soon as she's done wearing them. It's both impressive and intimidating. Sorry. Honestly, yeah. I'm not the messiest person on the planet by any means, but I don't have massive piles of unwashed dishes or a leaning tower of used pizza boxes or anything. But I'm not as clean as she is. I'm not against making some adjustments, but we've been talking more about the future. Now that we're getting serious, I've come across a problem. Amy wants kids, desperately wants kids. I like kids too, but she's never been around babies or little kids before in her life. Seems to think she'll be able to keep the house just as clean as it is now and keep the baby spotless too. Okay, I told her gently that's just not possible and asked how she plans on handling diapers, vomits, frogs smuggled into the house. jam going everywhere, soup bowls tipped over for fun, spilled grape juice, nail polish on the wall, and as such, she instantly this person's grammar is so it's so okay. They should have did like Grammarly or something. She instantly said that the kids who do that are just poorly trained and don't have good boundaries. That's not true. First of all, that's not true. I'm pretty sure.
I feel like there's.
I did half it. I drew on the wall before, and I came out great. So,
I feel like it just really depends on the kid. So you truly never know. Because I wasn't a messy kid like that. So
it depends on your parenting too, how you parent your child. Mm-hmm. I told her that their kids, without a fine motor control or impulse regulation, that's also very true, and actions will happen. Very true. If she wants to have kids, she's going to have to accept that it's going to get messy, and our house will get messy. Yeah. Amy accused me of not being supportive and trying to find excuses not to have kids with her, and trying to guilt her into being sloppier. This is dissolving into an actual fight instead of a discussion. And I'm starting to second guess myself. Maybe my family was just excessively messy because we were rural and poor. Maybe my standards are too low, and we really haven't tried hard enough. It's very frustrating, and I want some outside perspective and parental perspective especially. Am I the a-hole? I said no. You're telling her the truth. Personally, like, that's the truth. Kids are messy. Babies vomit. They poop. Their diapers change. Kids are a lot. Like, they make messes. They drop, like any normal human would. They drop stuff. They run around. They love getting messy, rolling in the dirt. That's what they like to do.
Yeah, I think the girlfriend I feel like the girlfriend just needs to, like, actually.
I feel like she needs to, like, go to some type of therapy. Because she's not going to be able, especially a baby eating. Mm-hmm. Like, a baby's just eating, they get messy. My little cousins, when they eat, they got messy. It's part of life. It's what they do. You know?
I feel like, yeah, the girlfriend should definitely listen to their partner about the thing and actually, like, take it in, actually.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Because I don't think they're actually looking into... Because that is a possibility. Like, children are very messy. And I think they need to understand that.
Exactly. That girlfriend needs to understand that, hey, you know, kids, they make messes. They roll on the dirt.
Like, they're just going to have to accept that.
For real. Okay. Just when you think you've cleaned up all the poop and mess, you find a casual pile of vomit behind a pillow. OP responded saying, reminds me of the time when I found out that my littlest cousin found a loophole in potty training by piling cat litter in her closet and using that instead. That's crazy. That's crazy. If I had a kid and I had a cat and I found out they started using cat litter, I would be like, are you out of your mind? Are you?
That's another level of thinking. Like, that's a smart child right there. I would have never thought.
No, I would have never thought to take cat litter. And, no, I would be like, are you okay? Are you? Next story. Am I the a-hole for telling off a friend when she charged us for dinner?
We'll see.
I hang out with a group of friends in which one of them is rather a boastful influencer. Okay. She would talk about her wealth, trips, cars, boyfriends, etc. nonstop. Usually the rest of us would just listen and not really take offense, because she was just rattling off about herself. Recently, this friend snagged an extremely rich boyfriend and proceeded to move into his multi-million mansion. Okay, girl, get into it. She was so excited, she posted pictures of the pool, jacuzzi, etc. She invited us to her new house and specifically said, I want to invite you all for dinner at my new house with my boyfriend. The rest of us accepted the invitation and came to the house. All the wealth she told us about really existed, and her boyfriend was nice. Oh, that's nice. He didn't stay throughout. He had paperwork to finish in his room. Soon, it was dinner time. We were all hungry, and it was quite a long drive to the mansion. And suddenly, my friend took out her phone and said, okay, I'll be ordering food and drinks from a nearby market. Tell me what you want and I'll get it delivered here. I thought it was strange that she was ordering food. Only then, instead of having food already prepared for us guests by the numerous maids here, no drinks were served, but we had to order them as well. The food came and it was cold. I just ate and didn't think much of it. The rest of the night was pretty much normal. After we left, oh my god, y'all. After we left, the friend proceeded to send us a text of a detailed breakdown, the cost of the, oh my god, these people's spelling and these things. I'm like, geez Louise, I'm on a stroke. I'm on a stroke. Okay. Gives a detailed breakdown of the cost, a la carte, dish, and drink that we each ordered, with a firm reminder to quickly transfer her the money. The first thing that came to my mind was annoyance. She gave us the impression that she would serve us dinner at her boyfriend's multi-million mansion. Let's put that in all caps. Multi-million mansion in all caps. Okay. But it just ended up with each of us paying for our dinner. What sort of hostess was she? I felt that her invitation was misleading. I was expecting a 10-course dinner.
Nah.
A 10-course dinner, but her social convention would imply that at least some simple food and water would be served for the guests, and the guests would not be charged. We transferred her the money, and I sarcastically text in the group chat saying, "Oh wow, if I knew we were all paying for our individual meals, we could have met at a restaurant for dinner. I guess all that wealth in the house was just for show." Then I left the group chat. Since the incident, I never hung around her. I never hung around much with her. Am I the a-hole? I say no. Imagine eating at somebody's house and then once you leave they charge you.
Oh. Yeah.
Like that's like me making you like salmon, rice, and then I gave you dessert and I said okay, and once you leave that I said, hey, for that meal I need to pay about like $30.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah,
I don't think you're an a-hole. I would be mad. Like you're here showing your wealth and the minute I leave you're like, hey, I actually need you to pay for that. And then is it your boyfriend rich?
Exactly. Like
we didn't even go to a restaurant.
Like at least just a simple meal. It doesn't have to be 10 courses. I think that was a little much, but
No, people said not the a-hole. When you're invited for a dinner at someone's house, it was assumed that you'll be served dinner. If the host is ordering out, they should inform you prior that you have to pay for your order. Okay, so the hostess ordered food for everybody, and then the hostess wanted everybody to pay them back. But the thing is that they never said they were ordering food. I'm like, at that point, y'all just could have went to a restaurant. I would have been like, same thing. I'm like, I thought you were cooking. You said you had maids. I thought it was served home cooked meal until you bought the food. I was like, okay, that's nice, generous of you, I guess. Okay, then also said, I'm also curious on how the other guests reacted. IMO, guests are guests. I've ordered pizza and such for guests and never asked for a dime. And because I asked them over to be my guests, LOL.
Am I the a-hole for ending an 8-year friendship after my cameras recorded her in my room when I was out of town? Okay.
Okay, continue.
Okay.
This is a long one, y'all. I'm gonna sit back for this one. Go ahead.
Okay. Update. The reason I second-guessed myself is because of my own weak boundaries. I felt sorry for her and thought it probably wouldn't happen again. But that was before I found out that she had done it many times before.
I'm sorry. I don't care if you're my friend. Why you want my space? Why you want my space without me knowing? What?
And my other friend that told me that I should forgive her is just a super kind and loving person. I know I made the right decision, but of course there is a sadness and loss of what I thought was an 8-year friendship. I appreciate all the comments and I feel good about the decision I made. Yes, doors are locked and security in place. Okay, backstory. My friend and I met when I was her hairstylist. Then we realized that we only lived about 6 blocks apart. Due in part to the proximity, we became very close and she would stop by 3 or more times a week. We enjoyed a lot of the same crafts and we had a mutual love of plants, so we often worked together in my yard or hung out by my fire pit. She had a lot of constant personal relationship crises, which I always pointed out that she brought on herself, and it became more and more exhausting to spend time with her. Consequently, I slowly tried to limit our time together, although I did care about her and knew she didn't have many other friends. Okay, so I went out of town to visit my daughter at college, but before I left, I installed a new security system that I had received. It didn't really occur to me to mention it to anyone when I was with my daughter.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Why would I mention someone have a security camera? That's
like the whole point is so that people don't
know that I have a security camera.
Okay. When I was with my daughter, I told her about it and we got on her phone so I could teach her how to watch the cameras at home also. We have 2 cats and she wanted to be able to see them and interact with them. I was showing her how to see the clips from the motions detected earlier in the day. It was nighttime, so the house was dark, in which case the camera lights are on for detection. In a clip from 2 hours earlier, I noticed my friend walking through my house with the flashlight of her phone. She was inspecting every drawer, cupboard, and nook and cranny. My daughter and I were in shock. I texted her immediately. I asked her if she was at my house today, and she replied that she had been in the backyard picking up sticks, apparently for a fire pit she intended to have at her home that evening. Again, I asked her if she had been in the house. She responded that she had to go in my garage to look for a container. I then told her I had security cameras now. She laughed and asked why I was asking her if she was there, because I had obviously seen her already in the backyard. She had no clue that I had also installed them in the house. So I sent her a screenshot and asked her if she knew who that person might be in my house with the flashlight. She waited a few minutes to respond and then said, "Oh yeah, your cat got out." I asked her how my cat would get out if nobody was in the house, and she responded, "I'm so sorry, I forgot that I was looking in your house for some gel pens because I needed to do artwork." I reminded her that she had just bought 100 of them the previous week. At this point, I was really getting pissed. I told her that I was freaked out that I saw her sneaking around my house with the flashlight, and that made me uncomfortable. She just kept laughing it off, and then when she realized I really was upset, she changed her tune to one of remorse and said she just needed to find something to do because she was upset with her boyfriend. So you rummage around somebody's house because you're upset with your boyfriend?
No, not even that. Your responses are so suspicious. They're like, "Oh, your cat got out. How would my cat get? I don't have a cat door. How did my cat get out? And then they're like, "Oh, my bad. I forgot I was rummaging for gel pens. You bought gel pens last week."
Literally, last week.
I was there because my boyfriend. That doesn't explain why you're rummaging through my drawers. So. And also, question for OP. Why don't they have a key to your house?
Oh wait, do they live? They don't live together, right?
No, I don't think so. No, they lose and they open. I don't think they do. No.
Wait.
Okay, well, continue the story. I'm sorry. That's.
I told her that I didn't think I could spend time with her anymore because I had spent years trying to teach her about boundaries and our friendship was beginning to exhaust me. So I was telling the story to the guy that rents my basement, and he said that she is at my house every time I'm out of town. He was used to seeing her around, so he thought maybe I'd asked her to do something there. Okay. 2 weeks later, she texted and needed relationship advice and acted like since we were so close, it should not be a big deal. I told her what my basement renter said. I was super pissed at this point. She became very offended and said it was nobody else's business and I should not have told anybody about it. I told her our friendship was definitely over and to not contact me again. I told her that I was removing myself from toxic people. Later, I was talking to one of my other friends, also a client, about it, and they kind of made me feel like I was not a very good friend because I needed to have a talk with her and forgive her. They said that people make mistakes. I need to be forgiven, and she should get another chance. Since she was exhausting me anyways, I can't bring myself to want to have anything to do with her. Am I the a-hole? P.S. She did not have a key. I did not always lock my back garage door. Lesson learned. Okay.
All right, she did not have a key. First of all, it's the fact, it's not that they only did it once, they did it multiple times.
Like every time they were
and then it was premeditated.
Mm-hmm.
Because they did it every time they were out of town. It's not like they went when they were there. They purposely did it when she was out of town.
Yeah.
They purposely, like, that's premeditated. You knew they were going to be out of town, so you went there to steal something. And not even that. This person needs to stop being friends with their clients. Not him.
No, I feel like you can be friends with clients, maybe.
No, because that's why you don't mix friends. That's why you don't mix friends with business like that often.
Really? I mean, not like with everybody you meet, but like I feel like there's some people you could connect with.
Some people, yeah. That's very the fact that it's the fact that your basement guy is like, oh yeah, I see you all the time. Huh? I would have. No, I'm sorry. If I'm telling them the story, they're like, oh yeah, they're always here when you're out of town. I'm sorry. They're always here. Like, no, what? That's creepy. No.
Okay, so
I'm curious what she was looking for. Like,
I don't know.
Rummaging through doors. Like,
what
the comments say.
Okay, they say, you know what a good friend doesn't do? A good friend doesn't sneak into your house without your permission to bum around every time you're out of town. Correct. Like
you don't do that. No, you don't.
Okay. Oh, another comment says they also don't lie to you, ignore your boundaries, minimize your hurt, minimize their actions that hurt you, snoop through all your shit, get mad at you when you consult someone else regarding their shitty behaviors, and they don't commit crimes against you.
That's a crime. That's literally a crime. Like, you're breaking and entering.
Mm-hmm. She literally broke in.
She literally broke in your house and was looking for something. It was going to steal something from your house. I was so curious what they wanted so bad.
I don't know.
I wish I would have known.
Am I the a-hole for refusing to help my sister with her children and telling her she chose her shitty life, so now she has to deal with it?
I feel like I need more context.
Okay. Hi Reddit. My whole family thinks I'm an a-hole, but I disagree. Or maybe think it's justified.
See, when they start off like that, I don't like when they start off like that. That makes me think you're good. Go ahead.
My sister, 26 female, and I, 24 female, were kids. We hated each other. My sister was very hard to get along with, and she never had any friends as a result of this. She's the type of person who always thinks she's right and can never apologize or admit when she's wrong.
I can't stand people like that. People like that annoy me so bad.
Oh, like, just take it. You're wrong.
Oh, just take it. Just take it. Okay, just take it.
It's not the end of the world.
It's not.
As an adult, she still has no friends. Okay. She decided to drink the trad wife Kool-Aid. She met her husband in college, got pregnant, and dropped out. They have 4 children under the age of 8 together, and the youngest is a quadriplegic due to spinal damage and a birth defect.
Okay.
I just finished law school and I'm starting my career. My husband already has an established career and we're dinks. We don't intend on having any children.
Yeah, good for you. I mean, it's your life. YOLO.
My sister has historically talked down to us at family events. She says we don't even understand what we're missing out on. We'll never know what true and unconditional love is, etc. Very condescending as always. Lately, her and her husband have been fighting. Apparently, per my mother, he has never let her access his income. He gives her cash for groceries. The bills and stuff have always been in his name. Apparently, he's been cheating too. My sister has asked for me to watch her kids on the weekends so she can save up money to be able to evaluate her options, aka leave her husband. When she came to me and asked this, I asked her, but isn't being a traditional wife your calling? You've told us this several times. You must have forgotten, but traditional wives aren't supposed to work. I kind of laughed at how she explained that maybe being a trad wife isn't for her after all. Eventually, I just shut her down and told her that she picked this life. The life that she has always insisted is so superior to mine. Time to learn to deal with the problems that come with it. My parents can't watch her kids because dad is at work. Dad is at work on an oil pipeline, and mom is too old to be working the hours she is already working. Our other relatives don't live close enough to do it. She also asked my parents to move in with them, and my dad shut it down. He can't really stand her kids. Am I the a-hole?
I would say yeah.
Really?
Or reasoning, because I get your sister has done some shitty shit in the past, but he has a husband who's cheating on him. And at that point, everything you done in the past completes that you hurt my sister. Whether or not that's my blood sister, you hurt them. They're trying to get out of the situation they don't want to be in. I get they chose that life, but nobody deserves to be cheated on. Whether they chose that life or not, nobody deserves to be cheated on.
Yeah, I'm not saying this.
Yeah, and in that instance, I would say they are the a-hole if that was the reason she wanted you to keep her kids so she could work. So she could save up money to get her kids out of the situation we're in right now.
Yeah.
For that reason, I find that person as an asshole.
I know. I see why she wouldn't help, because she keeps like attacking her sister for not doing like living the life that she's trying to do it. And
like, is it the sister wants to be a trial life? She was living that life. You had a different life. You chose not to go that way. Of course, your sister, like I said, her doing what she did, I'm not discrediting anything she did. What her sister did to her was terrible and should have never been done. Her reasons are valid, but I'm just saying she is a little bit of an asshole, because when it comes to kids, kids have to grow up with that.
Right.
Why would you want your nieces and nephews to grow up in a household like that? I wouldn't. So even though I don't like what you've done to me, I see what you're going through, so I will help you by taking your kids for you. And I'm not doing it for you, I'm doing it for your kids. Because I wouldn't want kids to be living in that situation.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it for her at all.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do it for you, I'd do it for your kids. Like imagine you're listening to your nieces and nephews and you hear them talk about, hey, how they see their dad come home late every night, or how they see dad come in with another woman, or how they hear their mom crying. No kid wants to hear that. So I wouldn't take the kids for you. I would do it. I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for the better of your kids, because I will respect the fact that their sister's trying to get out of the situation. I don't like how they tried to push them down for not having kids.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like kind of on the fence about that.
Next story.
Okay. Am I the a-hole for telling my brother's GF she can't expect me to treat her kids like I treat mine, and that she is not entitled to anything from us? Okay.
I saw that tattoo. I'm like, it's giving asshole. I don't care if the kids are mine. Like, who cares?
Okay. I, 32, female, have 2 sons with my husband, a 10-month and 3-year-old. I obviously love my kids, but I don't really like other kids, especially kids I don't know well. I'm just not the maternal type that will want to interact with other kids or find them cute or whatever. My brother has been dating his girlfriend, Natalie, 31 female, and she has 2 kids as well, 7 male and 5 female. When we first met Natalie, she seemed excited that I have kids and started planning how our kids would bond and play together. This did not happen, and the main reason is the age difference. Again, my kids are 3 years old and 10 months. I don't know how she imagined that her 7-year-olds would bond so well with a baby or someone 4 years younger than
They
her.
do. I did. I was 8 and I could play with a 5. It doesn't matter. Kids are kids. They have imaginations. It's not like they're 16 and they're 3. That's different.
Yeah, that's weird.
Your kids, they have like a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. It's like a year 2 years difference. They could play together. Okay.
Her 5-year-old daughter is a different situation. She's very rowdy, so my oldest avoids her at all costs when we meet during family functions or whatever. Despite our kids clearly not blending well, I would say we were nice towards Natalie and her kids. Last Christmas, for example, the first Christmas since they got together, we gave gifts to her kids when we met at my parents' place for dinner, and I thought that was enough. However, Natalie decided to confront me on things I apparently did wrong and hurt her feelings. She mentioned I did not show a special interest in her kids that will potentially become my niece and nephew in the future. I refused to have her kids over at my place for playdates without her being present. To be clear, I'm okay with hosting her, my brother, and her kids for a dinner or something. I refuse to make my son like her daughter. I am cold towards her kids. Okay. I explained to her that I can't and will not force my kid to play or be friends with anyone.
Yeah.
I also said that I am not comfortable having her kids in my house without her present. Excuse me. I do not know her kids that well. I have no idea how they behave outside of the few family settings that we have all attended, and I don't want to be responsible for two stranger kids in my house. On the coldness side, I explained to her that I'm not cold on purpose, but this is how I am as a person. I am not a kids fan, I'm not overly maternal, and I simply don't feel like being overly excited over kids. She said that this is not true because she saw that I am everything I claim not to be with my kids. Well, yes, because they are my own children. She also claims that everyone has been excluding her children. When I asked her how, she gave the same examples from above and claimed that my parents are more affectionate towards my kids. Yes, again, because they are their grandkids. In the end, we were not getting anywhere, so I told her, look, Natalie, he started dating my brother 1 year ago. My parents and I had a couple of meetings with you and your kids, and everyone was nice to all of you. I don't know what your problem is, but you need to speak to my brother. No one is excluding your kids, but you can't expect us to treat your kids the same as mine. This is never going to happen. My kids are my kids. They don't owe you anything to yours, and you are not entitled to anything from us. Please solve this issue with my brother. My brother apologized for her and mentioned to me she sounded like a mad woman, focused on the absurd differences she sees when I come to our house. He agrees our parents are not doing anything wrong and that I am not doing anything wrong. He knows me and he is aware I am not doing anything on purpose. He said that Natalie has been crying after our discussion, and while he agrees with me, he asked me if I could try being more empathetic towards her feelings. I told him I am polite to her, but she seems manipulative, and if she doesn't want to hear the truth, she should not start this kind of discussions with me. My brother is lost. He does not know how to manage this madness, and I'm honestly confused if I did anything wrong when speaking to her. Okay.
I feel like I'm missing context. I feel like there's more to the backstory of behind you and me about her kids, but from what I got, you can't force kids to like each other. No, I would not force. If I had a kid, I would not force my kid to like somebody else's kid. No, kids don't like each other. They just don't like each other. That's just how they are. You can't change that.
Like, the most they can do is just be like, I guess, friendly towards each other, like any regular person would be. Like, but they're not gonna be besties.
Exactly. Like I thought you were gonna say like, oh, like you're like the OP's kid was like bullying her boyfriend's girlfriend's kid and she didn't do anything about it. Okay, that, yeah. In this case, no, they're technically not an asshole because her kids just don't like your kids, and you can't force kids to like each other. That's just not something you can do. Mm-hmm. Kids are stubborn. You can't force them to do something they don't want to do. So
yeah, but I think she could, I guess, be a little bit more empathetic to the kids at least. Because I guess you're supposed to treat kids like kids. I guess it doesn't really matter who.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who. No, like
whether they're your kids or not, just treat them nicely.
Yeah, if the OP is nice and they talk to them, they're not like degrading them or anything. I would say that's good enough. I'm not saying you gotta be hugging on them and all that stuff, but as long as you're nice, I mean that's as far as I can get you. Like, yeah.
Okay, the comments are saying, not the a-hole. She was hoping to leave them with you for date nights and weekends away. You just slaughtered that dream and she's not happy. I agree.
I mean, yeah, and also understand not wanting a person's kid, you don't know the kids in your house. Like, I don't know what your kids are allergic to. If I feed them something and they're allergic to it, that's my fault. That's on me. Like, yeah, that's understandable.
What else are they saying?
It could just be that one comment. The other comments are probably not gonna be as good.
Alrighty.
Okay, y'all.
Okay.
Next story.
Am I the a-hole? Finally caught him.
All caps too, y'all. All caps. Finally caught him.
This might be a good one. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. I-28 female finally got the proof he's 51 male.
Whoa. They're how old?
51.
Now, how old was the old bitch?
Oh, 28.
Dang, girl. Oh my goodness. Hey, go for it. We age gap. I'm not judging over here. I'm like, I wasn't expecting 51. That's a little up there. Maybe he's a good 51.
Yeah.
Maybe
a good looking one.
Maybe he's a good 51. There are some good 51s out there. Maybe he's a good one.
Has been cheating since we started dating.
Oh.
At 51 is crazy.
Yeah.
Taped the photos of him and the woman and the text of him cheating that same night to his door. Left a box full of his clothes at the door. He hasn't called since. It hasn't been 24 hours though, and when we argue, he goes silent. We started dating with intent from day one. I've met his family. He flew to meet mine. We discussed marriage early on, like week 1. It seemed to be going well. It started when I found an old picture of him and this lady in his closet. I ignored it because it was dated back when we first started dating. Then she ended up calling him twice.
It's like a red flag, girl. You found it when you first started dating. It's like a major red flag.
Maybe it was just like a random photo. I don't know. Then she ended up calling him twice around 10 p.m. when we were in the car. He ignored it and said it was his cousin, not knowing that I saw the picture. Did more research and found more pictures of them at this same event. Turns out I was at his house the night and before he went to this evening with her. He said he had a meeting/conference, but really he was with this woman. Did I overreact by taping the photos and leaving the box of stuff? Am I the a-hole? Wasted 19 months of my life and let him meet my freaking family. Edit, we didn't want to marry each other the first week. We just put it on the table early on so we both want what we both want in a relationship. Okay.
Okay. No, you're not the a-hole. I think you did perfectly. Personally, if that was me, I would have took all his clothes out. I would have taped the messages on the door. Yeah, honestly, yeah, he was cheating. Yeah, that's a reasonable response. It's not like she burned his clothes or anything.
I'm confused. Like, I don't know who the lady is. Is the lady like someone he's cheating on?
Yeah, that's the lady.
Oh.
The lady. She didn't say who. The lady is the person she's getting cheated on.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. Okay. Comments saying the fact that he's old enough to be your father is considered. Oh, they're talking about the age gap. Something else.
I mean, did it say anything about her being an asshole or not?
Not really. Okay, this one's saying not the a-hole. He got caught, and what you did isn't illegal. You didn't burn. You didn't burn the house down. You didn't cut up all his clothes. You didn't physically harm him. You presented the evidence for him to find and left. That's it. At least it was only 19 months. Imagine if you got married and he had a kid with him. This is a blessing in disguise, so you can find someone better.
Yeah. Okay.
51 and cheating is crazy.
No, you would think he had some grandkids. He had his life all planned out. Like, he would have been married. Like, I don't know. Okay, y'all. Last story. This is our last story.
Okay. Update. Am I the a-hole for wanting to divorce my husband after he left our newborn and toddler with our teenage daughter while he went out with another woman?
That's not even a question. Like, it's not even a question. It's not even a question. Maybe she just leave him.
Wait, we can't say anything yet. We gotta read it. Okay. A lot has gone down, and I appreciate all the advice, but for those who think it was fake, that's just your opinion. My husband and I went back and forth for a couple more days after my last post. I finally got him to watch the video, and it proved he was the one lying while saying I was. He kept watching it and coming up with excuse after excuse. I told him that if our marriage fell apart, it would be because of his behavior that night. I asked him a few things. 1, why did he leave our daughter with the babies? What was he doing? What was this so-called second wife? Okay.
That's like saying I'm just going with my work wife. Work wife.
Who is this so-called second wife? All he could say was that I was being too dramatic and that I was not trusting him. Too much. I shot back, you broke my trust when you left the babies alone with our kid. Jeez Louise. Story. I told him he had one chance to come clean, and if he didn't, we'd have to talk about divorce, child support, and all that. He stood firm, saying, I didn't do anything. I was so frustrated. I asked him why he couldn't just be honest. His answer, why do you think I was cheating? That's not trusting me. I reminded him that he had admitted to being with his wife right in front of me. He said, I was drunk. I was drunk. I replied, I replied that he I replied that he shouldn't have gone out and gotten drunk without a way to get home safely while our kids were at home without an adult. He apologized, but that didn't change what he did. I told him his actions messed up our daughter's trust in him, hurt our marriage, and affected our parenting. He just kept pushing his own narrative about that night. On April 17th, he told me I was overreacting and that we should keep it together for the kids. I reminded him that he lied to me, called me a liar, put our kids in danger, and wrecked our marriage. Then he snapped and got mad, claiming there was a reason for everything but wouldn't tell me anything. On April 19th, he came clean and admitted he's been seeing another woman, calling her his second wife. He told me that if I couldn't accept it, then it wouldn't matter to save a marriage that was already falling apart, with only me trying to hold it together. I shot back that since he was the one ruining our marriage and wrecking our lives with this nonsense, then fine, let it be. I told him he'd be the reason our kids wouldn't have a dad in the house because of his selfish, ignorant, and irresponsible behavior. He lied to our daughter about her phone, put our kids in a tough spot, lied to me, messed up our marriage, and then made me look like I was the one who's dishonest. You are not the a-hole. I want you to know that.
Is that it?
That's it.
Yeah, girl, leave him. Leave him. Get your bags, get your kids, and go. Leave him. The fact that his excuse was, I was drunk. I wish somebody I was dating come to me and said, I promise you, I'm so sorry. I was just so drunk.
No, I'm gone.
You're so drunk, couldn't keep it in your pants? Okay.
No, and it's the fact that he wanted her to accept that he had a second
wife. Exactly. He's like, just accept it. Accept it. You're my first.
Like,
I don't care how you live. Get out of my face.
This man's not a man.
That's not a man.
Not a man. I don't know who
insane. That's insane behavior. Insane. Y'all, if you know anybody's in a relationship like this, tell them go. Leave. Go, leave, bounce. Please, bounce, go. It's like the first one, bounce. Oh my gosh, go.
And it's the fact that he's trying to, like, put the blame on her. Like, she did something. You're the one who left the kids.
There's no amount of marriage counseling that could fix that, I don't think.
At this point, just leave. I think
it's divorce.
That's better for the children, not staying in the marriage. Okay. Saying, get a good lawyer and don't sign anything he gives you. I'm so proud of you for taking these steps to get away from him. He's a bad father, a bad husband, and a bad man. Please get a good lawyer and hopefully you can get an alimony and child support because I don't know if he deserves custody if he's willing to leave a child to deal with babies by themselves. Seriously proud of you for taking these first steps. I hope everything works out for you and your kids. That's what one of the comments is saying.
Also, if you like the format, videos like this, let us know down in the comments below. Leave a comment.
Maybe we'll do more of this.
And we don't have to do just Am I the A-hole? Of course, there's other stories on Reddit. We can do other ones. Just let us know. Of course, it's going to be a long type video, but that was our last story for today. Comment down below what you think of all these stories. Do you think they were the A-hole or not? Were they? Let us know your opinions.
Anyways, thank you for watching our video. Hopefully we were able to put a smile on that gorgeous or handsome face of yours. We hope that you were able to laugh either with us or at us. Make sure to subscribe, comment, and we will see you next week for another Stupid Things.
Bye.